like that. Primarily just, every normal children's upbringing. I had parents, they instilled respect, a good work ethic and stuff like that. Then just neighborhood bullies around the neighborhood, they started picking on people that couldn't defend themselves. So I decided it was time to learn how to defend myself. And
Mm.
ever since then, martial arts and just overall fitness has been a big part of my life.
That's amazing, man. Yeah, so it was instilled in you since you were a young man. Now, I commentated your last time under the bright Cagezilla lights. It was kind of a unique one, man. Kind of declared officially an exhibition due to your opponent not getting his proper medical submitted. And you, I gotta say, man, have been a complete professional to deal with. You've gotten everything submitted on time. You're always checking in with me to make sure everything is lining up heading into your fight. So I appreciate that, and that's respectable from a young athlete, man. And so I gotta say that right off the bat. But the exhibition fight, although they only let it go one round, I thought you made your point pretty clear, man. And I thought you got your experience of making that walk under the bright Cagezilla lights. Tell us, what might you have gained from that experience that maybe you can bring forth into future fights?
So walking into that fight specifically, I was iffy on my striking and stuff like that. Um, I've competed multiple times in jujitsu, grappling, stuff like that. So I was confident in the ground game aspect.
Mm,
So walking in, I kind of will admit I let ego take over and I kind of just wanted to go blow for blow just to prove myself in one aspect that I was weary of.
yeah.
But, once I got the, final decision, spoke to the fans that watched the fight and stuff like that, I gained a little bit of confidence. So I pretty much just am walking away with that ego extinguished and I'm ready to bring all of my tricks instead of just one field.
That's beautiful, man. Yeah, no, you should have felt good about that, even though it was an exhibition. And I gotta ask, because I was commentating the fight and kind of like, what the heck happened? I mean, what did happen there at the end of that fight? Why did it only go one round?
So, due to the lack of medical paperwork and stuff like that, walking out to the cage, we were notified that if one of us were to start bleeding excessively
Oh,
because of
okay.
the lack of proper testing being submitted, they had to stop it to avoid, possible diseases being spread to the fighters.
Right. Okay.
And so the referee saw how much he was bleeding and came to my corner and said that we were done.
Okay. The fight is over, right? You win the exhibition. I mean, you don't usually see that. Usually exhibitions go all the rounds and both guys get their hands raised. But if you're gonna have an exhibition, man, that's how you want to have it, man, because I tell you what, man, yeah, I couldn't tell you were a grappler. I thought you were a dang boxer, man. You look sharp in there, man. Really sharp. So,
Thank you.
kudos to you, man, on that. Well, hey, moving into your big upcoming heavyweight fight, you're up against John Flynn, a guy who I think is also, I would say, a grappling based guy as well. Maybe a guy who has some grappling experience like you. I think he's done some tournaments and stuff like that. So a good. A good stylistic matchup, but like yourself, is officially 0-0 in regards to his MMA record. Tell us what might you know about John, kind of heading into this big heavyweight fight.
I only know really one thing, and that's because someone told me. They caught wind of his name, they looked him up, they went and did their own research. I've been primarily focusing on myself, less
Okay.
so my opponent,
Yeah.
trying to bring the not really worried about their game, more so worried about mine. But
Hmm.
the only thing that I've caught wind of, like you said, he has grappling experience. I believe the only thing I was told in regards to him is he's about a blue belt with a couple smooth competitions under his belt.
Okay. Cool.
And
Cool. Yeah.
other than
So
that, I'm not sure.
not too much. Not too much. Yeah. Well, man, I'm excited to see you back inside the Cagezilla cage officially, right, this time, and making that walk and and for them, if you win, to get your hand raised right properly,
Yes,
and
sir.
so. Um, but tell our audience, Chris, what kind of energy can we expect to see from the polar bear come fight night? What can our Cagezilla fans expect to see from you come August 23rd at Cagezilla 86?
I just I like to move forward.
Yeah.
I look at myself as a, you know, brick shit house. I like to go forward regardless of the damage I'm receiving. I don't like to show that I've been damaged in any way, shape, or form. So I just love to keep marching forward.
Nice. Yeah, the polar bear doesn't take a step backward. They just come forward, baby. They're just inflicting damage. If they get a little bit, they're not worried about it. And it sounds
Yes,
like
sir.
that's the mentality you got coming into this big heavyweight fight, man. Well, I know with your grappling background, and it sounds like you got a